Good morning, guys, and welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to be taking a look at a Scoia'tael Nature's Gift deck that I put together for 10.10. Now, I do think that this is going to be the best way that you can play the archetype this season. I don't believe that non-devotion is going to be much better here because we get a lot of payoff from this leader in devotion decks, as well as the Ethne and the Frisiane. So these two cards together really make a difference, but again, that leader ability just plays so much better when we have devotion because of these cards. So I would probably keep it this way. Obviously, it's tough because a lot of opponents right now are going to have heat waves, they're going to have muzzles, they're going to have ignis, they're going to have Yurdens, and all these things they play very well against our strategy. But there will be a time, I'm sure, where this is going to really shine, okay? And it's coming for sure. Right, now let's look at the new cards together. We have Aquin. So Symbiosis, deploy, infuse all naiads with the nature category wherever they are. So we have the new card set with the Pawn Keeper and the fledglings as well. So we're giving those nature. So they actually proc Symbiosis, which is important. Symbiosis is procced whenever you play a nature card. Right, so we have lots of nature cards here. So we're going to be spawning lots of the treants off the leader ability, right? Which is kind of the big deal. Lots of little tokens that are boosted. Now, this card here gives the treant vitality equal to the number of dryads we control. So if we get a board state going with the young dryad spawned off the Frisiane, and then we get maybe Ethne out there, you can imagine, we get the Hamadryads, all of a sudden we have quite a few dryads on the board. And then we could start playing Aquin. And then we can start playing Pawn Keeper and fledgling. And the best part is that they trigger the Symbiosis, but at the same time they're getting so much vitality on the tokens that it just gets out of hand, right? So you can imagine that if we have 6, 7, 8, 9 dryads on the playing field, which is why I put in the enchantresses as well, you're going to be getting a lot of vitality on those trees, and that kind of plays into the added synergy here. With this one here, when your Symbiosis is triggered, give the unit to the left vitality of 2. So that plays super nice if paired beside the Hamadryad, right? And then also on top of that, remove all vitality from an allied unit, then boost self by the same amount. So if we have a tree last turn of the game that has 8 or 9, whatever, vitality on it, we can go and take that off and just convert it to a boost in the same turn. So that makes a huge difference. You definitely want to have 2 of these in the deck. And Pawn Keeper, I thought was actually not very good until I played it, and this can win you games because this can act as a control option for only 5 provision. So hear me out, okay? It's kind of like Monster Cyclops in the way that you are taking damage at the same time as you are giving damage to their side of the playing field, but we take 1 less because ours counts as a reset, which is a little bit better. So it also plays less into those tall and wide punish options that we talked about. But if you look at this here, we have damage an enemy unit by an allied wandering treant's powers, the main part there. So we can go and take out something that's 8, 9, 10 power, depending on what the threat is and when it comes down. And, you know, that can help us out quite a bit. So, you know, value these a little bit more than I did when I started to play the deck. Now, on ranged is kind of nice too, because we can go and infuse a non-symbiosis unit with symbiosis. So I can go and I can give this symbiosis, sure. I can go and give Simlas symbiosis, right? We can go and give a treant symbiosis or the enchantress. So really good stuff, or whatever we spawn off the Bountiful Harvest. So giving us more engines is just that much better, right? And there's so much stuff for the opponent to deal with in this case, and it becomes very difficult for them to get rid of everything. And, you know, in the past, I would have put in the Elven Seers. You don't see them here because there's too much control going around with Reavers, with the Reckless Flurry matchups, with just tons of stuff that I know that these aren't going to survive, and it's going to be a waste of points here, right? We want to play stuff that's going to convert. And at the same time, the same thing applies with the Sorceress. I believe that these are such a good card for this archetype. It's a shame that we have to cut them out. But I figured, you know, Gord probably plays a bit better in that spot because it's, you know, points that we could just slam down at the end. And with the harvests, we might get lucky enough to get one of these. So you know, it doesn't feel all bad, right? And we definitely don't need them, especially in a Nilfgaard matchup. It's actually not very nice if they start making copies of these. So we don't really play into them as easily because they don't benefit as much from these cards as stuff like this in the Seers did in the past. So much better matchup for us overall. I did put Symbiosis in this, even though we got the provision nerf, right? Being able to play all copies of a special from deck plays for a lot of points in this specific archetype, just because you're getting 2 Bountiful Harvests, which are proccing all that Symbiosis, and then, you know, getting carryover for Gord, and then getting hand buffs. Like, there's so many good things that can happen with this play that it just still feels worth playing to me. Ethne becomes immune in round 3 with Symbiosis 3, so she's really powerful. You don't really want to play her earlier on, and what's nice is that they fixed the part with Ethne where if she got hand buffed, she'd lose the boost. So now if you get hand buffs early round on the Ethne through the Bountiful Harvest, you don't feel as bad about it, right? You can just sort of let it happen, keep the points, don't have to mulligan this card early, and then rely on getting it back later on, which is really nice. For that reason, you could even consider putting like a Dunca in this list, but I don't think, again, it sticks as much as you'd want it to. So there's that. Force Protector, again, playing a nature card from your graveyard. I thought about this. You can't play the Naiads from your grave because they're infused when they're on the board. In the grave, they're not. I tested this just to make sure. But you are definitely able to play Bountiful Harvest, Rebuke, Caress, Tempering. So a lot of good stuff there. Call of the Forest got a buff by 1 provision, which sort of like offsets the Symbiosis. It makes it so that Symbiosis was kind of just better in a deck like this, but not better in other Scoia'tael decks. So we have this being able to just play a unit of choice, right? We have a lot of ones we want to pull by any means. So there's that. We have Isengrim's Council. This was a tough one, but I decided to keep it here for one reason. Well, 2 reasons, technically. Look at a random Dwarf, Dryad, and Elf in your deck and play one of them and boost it by 2. Really bad if we're looking to pull Dryads, but it's really good if we're looking to pull an Elf or a Dwarf because we have 1 Elf and 1 Dwarf in the deck. So it's 100% guarantee for 8 provision to get one of our big combo plays. And, you know, we don't want to miss something like Symbiosis. It's just too many points to miss. And we get to boost it by 2, so it just feels even better that way. So that's why I have it. Also, just another card to proc all the Symbiosis. Fauve, I normally would never put in a deck that I put Symbiosis in, and I think devs realized that, which is why with this card infusing the Naiads with the Nature category, it brings Fauve into a position where she could be played again. Because now you can use Fauve to tutor an actual unit, so we don't have to worry about bricking Symbiosis and having enough options for that, because now Fauve can dive for any of the actual nature cards that we'll probably be pulling, like a Rebuke, a Caress, or Tempering, but then we have that added reach. So I like that just for that reason there. Gord's a flex spot. I think it's just good to have, though. I like classic Gord play. It feels pretty good. Hamadryad, again, Symbiosis. Vitality on this card will boost it twice instead of once at the end of the turn, which is really good. So this goes really tall, but I don't think you want it to. I think you want to tap out around 8-10 points, unless you're playing in a matchup where you know they don't have those tall punish options available, and you're very confident with that, because, again, you don't want to just boost this up to 20 and give them so much value on the removal. You want to keep it going as a Symbiosis engine so that when you're playing your natures, you're getting taller trees, right? That's pretty much it. We have Purify options because there's a lot of locks going around right now. The Vitality is nice because we get, you know, a pretty good trade on this card for 4 provisions if we have Dryads that we, you know, are using on our side of the playing field. So, again, this could be on anything, but as long as we can control a Dryad, we get just extra points. Tempering is great. We don't have Dwarfs here, but it plays for more than 5 points. Tempering could play for upwards of 10 points if we have a good board state, so that's why Tempering's in the deck. And Enchantress just feels proper to have, right? If we have to protect something, we can put 3 armor. Maybe you do that to something like the Frisiane, maybe you do that to something like a Sorceress or whatever comes off of this. Maybe you put it on like a Hamadryad or something like that, one of the Naiads, but usually you're using the Vitality, right? You want to get that extra 3 points there. And again, it does look like it plays for 7 points and it's kind of slow, but if you pair this up on a hammer, well, all of a sudden now these become really good cards, don't they? They become about 10-point cards. Also, this on this plays for like 10 points too. So you see where I'm going with this whole thing, right? So this is the deck considerations that you have. I think Dunca would be a good one. I thought about I like these guys, the Oak Critters. Again, didn't include them because we don't want to go super wide in a long round, so it's kind of a bad card to have at that time. Again, we're Devotion, so there's a lot of stuff we can't play in the deck, but overall, I'm just really happy with it. These are definitely a consideration, but I think Enchantress plays for more points. These are just easier to remove, right? I like a lot of deploy effects with this, so there's that. But I got a few games for you guys here from the stream that I put together last night, and I have a couple games recorded off a stream that I might do something else with later for this, but I just wanted to get this deck out to you guys as quickly as possible in case you wanted to give it a try. And on top of that, I have a couple more decks that I already started working on. I have a deck guide that I've been working on off a stream that I'm going to be putting up tomorrow, and then I have another deck that I started really constructing, and I think I'm just down to the last 1 or 2 cards I want to change, and this one's looking really good. So lots of great stuff on the way, guys. If you enjoy the content that you see, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, and we're pushing for 13k subs. So if you want to help me out, the best thing to do is subscribe to the channel and tell people about it if they're looking to play Gwent, and we'll see you tomorrow with another one. Take it easy.
I respect nothing human.
Log back in and authorize it in Nightbot or in Twitch? Reavers absolutely destroy the deck that we're playing, so... Flash, how you doing?
Though trees live longer than humans, they need protection.
That's the problem. I'm trying to do something with this deck, guys. I'm really trying to do something with this deck, and this right here is the only matchup that really feels bad. Like, there's just nothing I can do about it, and it's actually very frustrating, but... So if you see me skipping through these games just to not kill the vibes, it is what it is. Like, it's such a dumb matchup. Yo, I got like 2 whole days off. Oh! I got 2 whole days off, man. Clickbait successful. Mothcraft coming in with the tier 1. Let's go! Yo, thanks, man. Appreciate it. How is all the volume and everything, guys? Is it too loud? Is it not loud enough? I'm still fumbling with it, so I'd like some feedback early on in the stream, because if there's mistakes and things that could be fixed, you know, it's better sooner than later, yeah?
Successful.
Okay, text-to-speech works. Needs more bass and crisp. What am I supposed to do? Louder? Okay. How much louder are we going? How's the game right there?
Yield and save me some time.
Game audio a little okay. That's definitely something we can fix. For now, how... Okay. Yo, I'm telling you, like, I just reinstalled Gwent, so it's like really, really loud. Is that better, or do we lose the game entirely? Well, is this Muted Generator Siege? Muted Generator Golden Necker Mobilization? What? Now the music sounds funny. Like, it's all, like, crinkly. Yo, I gotta...
Flame.
Yo, I'm tripping. Oh, yeah. I had to reinstall everything on my computer. It wasn't, it has nothing to do with, like, quitting Gwent or something. Sound levels are good now, I think. It's just so weird. Because, like, on my Streamlabs, I usually have it, like, 0 decibels, right? But now it's negative 30. I don't like it. It looks weird. So I might go into the game settings and fix it because, like, it throws me off entirely. I don't know what's good anymore. And we got Leo Thrash Zone with the sub with the Prime Gaming. Welcome into the stream. Thank you for that. We gotta win some games today, guys. We have to win.
For the hills and the woods.
Should I even be afraid of this? 2-4, 2-4. I just wish I could purify that, man. Imagine. Well, the thing is, okay, listen. If someone quit and then they announce that they're coming back and then they announce that they're like quitting again, it doesn't hit the same as if they just quit once, you feel me? Yeah. Like I don't think he's actually gonna quit is what I'm trying to say. You're quitting for like 3 hours. You're just quitting to go get dinner.
Don't recognize your old mates. We're the Cryptid Reavers.
Reavers. All right, we're swinging, boys. Listen, Mosh, tell me what everyone wants to know. How the hell do you stream for 18 hours straight? My bladder is so bad when I'm streaming. Like, I see you chugging down those rock stars or monsters too, man. Like, how do you do it? Just doesn't make any sense. And then I crash after. Like, keep the empty bottles near me? Oh, then he must be packing. Fucking tilt. Hey. Bottle under the desk. Just a pail. Just a big Rubbermaid. This is so stupid.
Why should I, an elf, a sage, converse with an ape?
I hate the armor that these get. It makes it very difficult to deal with anything.
You annoy me.
It's probably just like not taking that off. Thank you. Just 100 points later, right? They got all that carryover too from Muta. I don't know how I feel about Muta here though. So if you guys don't know, I got rejected for the first application I had for the Gwent partner program, but Or not the Gwent partner program, the Twitch partner program. But I got the chance to apply again, so I did that this morning. Now I actually have to stream. I was planning on streaming either way. The weekends are so much better for me. This makes it weird, because I have to basically play, but then they're so tempo heavy that it makes it difficult to play. And then my odds of pulling this are so bad. It's not really the situation you like to be in. Like, it's actually a bad hand. It, honestly, it feels RNG, man. It's not good.
Too fast, food one.
I know, we gotta get the leader out. There's so much stuff we need to get out. This card's power cannot be changed by other abilities. You think that boosting something in hand would count? Well, I got rejected back in the day, and then I got rejected as of recent, you know? But the thing is, like, I told you, like, I showed them the YouTube analytics, so I don't know what the expectation is, because, like, I've seen, you know, many newer creators with less following get it much easier, so... I thought we were talking girls. I'm on my sad boy? No. Okay, there's leader. I mean, I'm not getting back card either way now. Good pull. Do we just try to finesse? I think we do try to finesse.
Let's go.
Oh god.
Don't recognize your old
Oh
mates.
my.
We're the Crinfrid Reavers.
Boom, boom, boom. Yes!
Let's go. Don't recognize your old mates. We're the Crinfrid Reavers.
I honestly hate that voice line. I think they should delete the card. I don't like decks where if you make a bunch of copies of something and it can't get dealt with, then you just lose. Like, Firesworn is different because they're not all doing 1 damage per turn. Like, you gotta value control higher than boost. Because then you could just throw together any old deck, and then as long as you can make your copies, you're good. And it's playing into the neutral heavy thing anyways. It's still not Northern Realms. Look. 1. You see what I'm trying to say? It's like, let me just throw that in, like a little bit of thinning. Kind of wish I had, I mean... I think that's the best it's gonna get, man. Actually, yeah. Yeah. Ugh. What? Let's go. You know, 9 provisions for 5 points.
To hit the mark, we aim above the mark. I
I think I don't know.
Get fish, eh?
I'm pretty sure at the time they had to do some nerfing. El Daiko's scary as hell. There's nothing I can do about it. Surely it's this. Gotta be careful with this deck that you don't purify the infusions. Okay. That's my token. It's not really nice of you. That's a lot of carryover too. Probably infuse, right? So good. There's chance. There's actually a chance. I just can't give I can't give Friege the caress. Okay, we're just gonna make this big here.
My old name. I don't remember. I don't care.
Yo, I think we win, guys. I just don't know why Nightbot's not working. If you want the deck, I'll put it in the chat, but oh, we got this. We got this. We got it. That's it. Like, literally, they get to play a bunch of 5 provision cards that play for 10 points. And so it's just like 10, 20, 30, 40 until they get to 100. And then they just get to plop down, like... That's the problem with the game. Exactly, but the thing, like, what I'm trying to say is that the new cards basically indirectly make Yurden very good. Like, it's not Yurden itself that's the problem, it's the new cards that they're throwing into the game. And just the type of play. Just the clunky, just slam things down because they net points quick. And you don't need engines as much because everything just plays for an engine's full potential on deploy.
Mother Earth, I grant you my life. From you it came, to you it returns.
I think they have arrow, just because I see the roach.
Oh, how wonderful! You speak our tongue. What are you?
Yep.
A beautiful pair of legs, please.
I gotta find a pretty good time to get out of the round thinking that maybe they have Heat Wave, right? I just don't want to give them too much value for Erendite, but we, like... also really need to win this round. We gotta infuse something. That's a lot of Symbiosis. If I can get away with playing one more turn. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Believe it or not, they actually don't even get ahead with that. That's crazy. When you actually can't purify anything because everything has a status that you need to have, that's nuts. I'm just getting my really, like, efficient bronze payoffs here, though. Maybe it's that. 66-47. If they heat wave it, they don't get ahead. They have to use leader. Okay, so if they take away 12 points, they get 2 more. But we get vitality on these too. They have to, yeah, they're gonna have to crank. $14 points. That's if they have a heat wave. They spent the Oniro. I guess surrender's the thing. That's a shame. Oh, they misread that. Okay. That's the only way we can win with this deck. It's when they really just don't. If I'm being honest, the only reason why I didn't GG is just because they didn't count. Why do I have to go first every single match? So I'm going to try and play this one a little bit differently and fight for round control, because I realized that round 1 just... round 3 like comes down to a yard in half the time, right?
This is
Okay.
our land,
Right on.
Juan. You're not
Ah. Okay, respect. It's good to see it. I honestly, I don't think this is going to play for a lot of points. They waylay that, they move that, it's shut down. It's just a bad matchup for, like, this plays horribly into movement.
I am the forest, and the forest is me. The forest holds many secrets. As you command, Lady of the Wood.
Something tells me that they have surrender as well, and they're not afraid of us going wide with it. Imagine a surrendering, like, a whole row full of these. Be kind of wild. Actually, if that's the case, I should probably try and protect them a little bit more. I really wanted to put the sorceresses in this deck. They just didn't fit. In order to do so, I'd have to take out Isengrim's Council. And then I can put 2 sorceresses. Yeah, it was Isengrim's Council and a second Enchantress that I put. I have to take out the Enchantress and the Council to put in the 2 Sorks. I just felt like the Sorks wouldn't really do too well in this meta. I'm surprised they haven't done anything with the waylays yet. Yeah, no complaints. I don't love the idea of giving them a long round because we've seen this one before and we do run out of space. I might have to try and bleed a little bit here, see if we can get something out of the way. Oh. Gourd. If I put back Gourd's guaranteed pull. It's not really saying much right now. Great. Not any sci-fi, yeah. That's right, because I purified one of them, therefore it goes in grave. I see. But then it gets doomed back.
The only good human is a dead human.
You are sensible. This is Brocolon, your home.
I have to play, I think. Ethne round 3 is so much better, but if they have a Simlas, I want to see it. Or at least the leader into the... Let's see here. Saskia. Okay.
Let's hurry.
Must warn the others.
It's so awkward with this situation, yeah? But
I'll get it done. I trust no one. Never have.
The waters of Brocolon, their taste still upon my lips.
title made me click. How you doing? I think that this is where I want to be because they still risk pulling into Milva round 3. They didn't get more than 2 Saskia Thins at that. It's just that whole Waylay combo for round 3 is going to suck, man. But I know that if I keep going, I lose card because Harvest is bricked. You know what I mean? I think that that's where we call it, but it just doesn't feel good regardless. What's new with you, Emil?
I'm sorry, I am. I did now, I promise.
Had this dropping feeling in my chest like I just lost uneven. Why? That, yeah, that better be capped. Let's just, like, not draw anything important. Just, like, let them... They better have mad bricks, because they barely thinned.
I am one of a kind. Choke the ember. Wind, blow out the flame.
Oh, I forgot to mention, guys. Someone was asking me again, like what I started doing for work because I really haven't had a chance to speak with you guys about it. So if you're just hopping in now or whatever the case, um, I work with a company that basically helps businesses establish a presence online. So SEO, on page, off page, setting up their website, building their website, you know, programming and like I guess everything that goes into that. And like it's my job to sell
May your sword and arm
these things. And I'm enjoying it a lot so far. I think we just kill the engines. Hey, why are you laughing? I actually do like the job. Yeah, see, I told you there's gonna be some bricks. Let's go. Gotta respect the Yurden though. I don't trust getting this too tall. I learned my lesson.
Why should I, an elf, a sage, converse with an ape?
Do they have a leader charge? They do. Damage 1, boost. I'm gonna have to do it. Oh yeah, Milbit's already played. Who cares?
I must re-examine the manuscripts.
A sales rep? A business consultant, actually. A business marketing consultant. That's what my email says. They're running SAB. Fuck, they might be, but they already clicked. I should have actually played this on the side, you're right.
Feign not ignorant. Remember
Oh.
to whom you speak.
We all forgot about that one.
Time for you to die, Dwan.
Okay. Hey, put some respect on my title. I'm kidding, but salesman sounds just like so underwhelming. But it essentially what it is. But it's what I wanted. Like I just it's what I like to do. Yeah, that's a rebuke. I know. But like, yeah. It's just it's pretty much all I know. But I have to say, listen up. Yo, here's the thing. They put me on my first call this week, right? We've been training for the last few weeks, and they put me on my first sales call to test things out and see how it's going. And I first call ever, I was able to sell 900. They wanted to buy something that was $37, and I was like, yo, wait. What if we make it a 5-year term? And what if we also add the protection for the domain? And what if we add the private registration? And what if we add the da-da-da-da? And then they're like, no way. Oh, they must have another one. Yo, what if they're just baiting for Yurden? $900, crazy, eh? Yo, do you think they have the other poison, or are they just trying to get me to go tall for the Yurden? Igni friends, I think I have to let her die. No. I sold... Someone wanted to buy a domain that was $37. And, you know, through our conversation, they ended up spending about 900. Don't worry, it was a wholesome conversation, obviously. So I'm really looking forward to getting started. No pressure, no pressure. Laughing, chatting. You know how it is. I think they're baiting. I think it's a bait. I think it's Yurden or Igni, and I think that they're just like, yeah, they just did that because they could do that with their leader. It's a deploy, it doesn't matter.
This is elven land, Dwan, upon which your kind dies.
I think I win. 17. Yeah. You see, they almost got it. Hand buff coming up here next. I think I'm allowed to do that because it's not illegal. I think that's how it works. I don't want this, I don't want this, but I'd rather have this than this, so I think this goes. Yo, if I'm to play something else today after a few more games of this, what are we playing? Could build one from scratch, you know? I don't care. I'm just down for whatever. I want a control list after this. Whenever I go super boosty, I need to start damaging things. I could play more Scoia and do more of a control list, but it's all the same. I'm trying to think of something we haven't done in a while. Yeah, should I just make a Renfrey deck? Tucson, just because it's nice to win, yeah. Maybe we could try some of them.
I've no fun.
As you command, Lady of the Wood.
Let's just cheese it. The key to beating this match is just to beat this match, you know? Just jam it round one. Golden Necker Meath. I tried a Golden Necker Shield Wall meta breaker the other day, and I tried it for so long, and it wasn't very good. And then I tried to make it just a regular one with like Oniro and stuff like that. And the problem is like you start throwing in the Knights package, and then you start asking yourself like, why am I not just playing full-blown Knights? It was kind of awkward. You know, the one with like Nova and all that sort of stuff? I wanted to bring it back. It just wasn't feeling great. I think Knights are okay, but I think they're in a bad place for Nilfgaard just because, or Northern Realms just because, like you need a lot of tall punish yourself. I don't know, maybe we can make something work for it.
Though trees live longer than humans, they need protection.
Maybe that could be a thing. I just don't know what I'd do with Knights right now that I haven't done, like, from 10.7 onwards, you know what I mean? It's pretty much the same deck. I'm trying to reinvent something here. Wouldn't mind playing some Syndicate without Collusion. I'll show you what I have maybe with Collusion, and then, like, why it didn't work, and then we can kind of make things a bit better. Of course you get this. Oh my god. What's wrong with this game? It's broken. Like, I don't even want to play a nature card right now. But I have to. This is the final one for sure. Yeah.
Oi, hey there!
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with this deck at all. The only thing that's wrong with this deck is that it doesn't play nicely into the meta, and that's just something we can't control. Like, and if I go and I make it like a non-devotion so that we can compete, I don't know if we do as well. Because, like, look, he is a round carrier, she is a round carrier, so when you take them both out, like, I could slap in an Igni and or a Heat Wave, and it's like, but we're like, I don't know if we have the points then, because it feels a bit slower. Other decks just have point slam. That's kind of where I'm conflicted with it. I thought about just doing like Super Sorks and Rune Mage again, but I think it's just like, it's not it for this type of meta. Oh my. Hopefully they have nothing to boost in hand.
My old name? I don't remember. I don't care.
This is like a really good swing. I don't know why I'm stressing like there's pressure here when we actually went second. Ethne just becomes a round 2 bleed. The problem with that is Reckless Flurry right now is really good. So old Ethne into Reckless Flurry is probably one of the reasons why they reworked it. Because if you guys don't know, at the time where people were playing Symbiosis a lot was when Reckless was actually kind of a thing. Like, Masters, what year? 2020? I don't want 2021. Like, no. It's been almost 2 years. I'm trying to remember like when exactly it was. Like, there's a lot of tournament play with Sim as well. But yeah, like my Reckless deck with Sov, like it sort of took like fundamentals from that back a couple years ago, and I wanted to revive it. Yeah, not really a great Sheldon. I think we just play cards at this point. Because it goes 6, 7, yeah. I think change was last year, but before the change. So, like, when it was actually still being played and people would just, like, basically go leader, Junit, and then just, like, clear the whole 12. Like, nothing surprises me anymore at all, yeah? Okay, the longer that I play in, the better that it gets for me. So, it looks stupid, but I think that I need to. That was a good pass for them. Had they played there, we might have been able to stay in it. But at least we have sort of a last say that's comfortable. Didn't get the infusion yet. Okay. So they have Renfree and the gang. But they spent 10, 20, 28 plus the 12. 10. We spent... Okay. You know what? I think it was worth trading the leader for, because we have a lot more provisions left. Does Renfree run a Glass? I don't think they have room for that. Because, let's see here. Because this, right, Phila, I don't know. Like, look, if I wanted to find out their deck, I bet you I could find it out right now. I'll show you guys something.
Your magic can't harm me. No magic can.
Okay. Okay, so they took out Triss and they put Phila? And they probably they... That's how Gwent works these days. Okay. Play that. Yeah, that's the hand. Even as an NG main, you think it's a bit OP. There's this like big argument of whether the Calvite's stronger or Onero's stronger. I just like the flexibility of playing Onero for that type of deck. I think it's fine. I don't know exactly. I didn't like when I was trying Calvite that I had to put in tactics I didn't really want to play in order to get the tags right, but you know, it's not really that big of a deal. I think they're strong enough that you could just play whatever version you want and it's just decent enough. I gotta play around Punish. It sucks that we have this late game and we don't get to play this.
Not afraid. You should.
Ah, we do after we infuse it. Okay, good. Check. Sheesh. Holy. I think that just claps them. If they can't treat that right now, it's just over. That's a lot of points. I didn't even realize how strong that was.
This moment.
Like, look at this. Look at this. This is bad for them. Because it literally the tags coming in here. Unbelievable. And then we can get another one. 33% chance getting that. I really hope we can. Wait. Falseri or her? Because I think either way. Yeah. Yeah, this is Yurden. Why are they pushing that back?
No mercy.
Might as well play around the Yurden a little bit, right? They probably have both.
Ye who wander on the gale, ye we summon, ye we call.
They played Igni.
Cursed idiots!
It's a Glaeus or Yurden.
You are no lumen of mine.
Swords I smile at. Weapons laugh
This is
to
nutty.
scorn. You'll be fine.
Novigrads are ill-being, excluded
Expect nothing human.
Did anybody watch next video, Symbiosis? I actually have a Northern Realms video that I'm finishing up off stream. That might go up first. But this deck is, it's good. It just doesn't play well into Tall Punish, that's all. I just got like such a big hunger pain. I gotta eat something.
My apple will not leave Brooklyn. Not alive at any rate.
Yeah, this is definitely the final version. Do you guys want me to post this in the chat? This should definitely get you to pro rank.
Abandon your false gods.
It doesn't feel like a good rebuke, but it probably is a good rebuke. But I have to save another one for Hemmelfart, that's it. Yeah, it is. I think it's better than Pendant. Because
As you command, Lady of the Wood.
it like Pendant, it's just like another slow step in a game that's like requiring you to be very fast right now.
The fog
And
is
we
told
already have
us
more
the
vitality
prince
than we know what to do with. So I think it's fun, but I don't think it's like absolutely necessary. I really actually should have taken this Enchantress and put the Vitality on this the first time I had the chance. I was just so worried about this getting removed. We kind of wasted a couple points there if you think about it. I'm pretty confident that this is the best way to play Gift right now. I don't even know if you can really nitpick at a card or two. Like, the Enchantress sort of does what Pendant would be put in the deck for, but it's playing for 4p, so it's tons of points. You've got just everything feels like it's supposed to be here. There's an argument to dump Council and put in something else, but when you dump Council, I start not being able to pull cards. And the thing about Council that I like is that I have one Dwarf and I have one Elf in this deck, so I'm guaranteed to pull these, right? And that's kind of what makes Council good. Also, the fact that we're infusing so many different things with Symbiosis makes a lot of sense, because then you get the payoff here with it too. So it's like, it's hard to dump something like that. I don't know why I'm stacking. I guess they are Devotion after all, so it's not really a big deal. .21 difference. 22. Cut-ups. If they play Siggy, they have reach. If they play slow, they don't. 17. They probably get at least 4 or 5 points here. 6. Yeah, I'm back. How you been? I don't think that's fast enough. They'd probably... Actually, now that you think about it, it's fee too. We gotta get rid of that damn thing. It's because it's for every tag too. Fire Swarm, Blind Eyes, Witch Hunter, yeah, Salamandra. I just don't want to dump a Protector here, but maybe we do. Is it Protector or is it Fauve? I think Fauve is probably best spent on Call if we need it. It's just too many points if we leave it unchecked. That's a good card. This will probably push them out. Yeah. It's tough because it's like you either overcommit or you don't get it, right? But them getting all those like essentially free points if I just played lighter stuff is not really good for me. Junior is a thing too, yeah. I know Syndicate's notorious for bad pulls. That's...
'Tis my tree. I was born. I shall die in it.
Yeah, Devotion Syndicate has bad pulls. But watch them get everything.
Best commodity in town, I swear it.
If I could at least get the Cobb stuff out of the way, it might be pretty good. Just bounty on that. Get card back on a pass. That's probably just the best thing that they pulled. Maybe they take Junior, but I think I'm supposed to just keep playing.
Though trees live longer than humans, they need protection.
That's the second one, so they don't have a payday off it.
To a lad like that, I can hit from 100 paces off. 200.
Wind whistles, Willow's whip.
This sucks because Junior takes out like this and this. I think we're safe to play these though. Did I miss something? I only saw one card. Tribute 8, play 2 instead. That. Oh my. Here, I think we just do this. I don't think one turn of drill is gonna do like enough. It might do a lot, but I don't think it's gonna do enough.
You fear me, I sense it, I smell it.
$20 points. What do they have here? Probably Mariel's on the 12, yeah? Oh.
Come closer. Come on now, try.
Not trying to get greedy or anything, you know, but I think that's a pass. Because Mariel's takes out the 12, and then we just lose the game. But they lose half their coins, and they gotta play. And then we get round 3 Ethne with the Isogrum. Yeah, we still have Simlas too. No. Okay, so they're broke. Yeah, they're broke. I think with that we might have a good shot. They have Professor, they have Junior, they probably have Cirrus, and they probably have Jacques actually. I don't know, it's a lot. I don't want to take a mulligan here. I think we just brick. Yeah, we got everything we need. Let's make it weird for them.
The maces and their foul magic.
Gord's like worth playing in this case.
The fire cleanses.
I hope I have 2 damage by 2 things.
Mercy nor forgiveness. Nobody expects the British Inquisition.
That's what we'll do. We'll take Simlas here now because I need to get that dealt with.
You are no lunatic of mine.
Come on, damage by 2, damage by 2. This is still the most points.
This moment, I've seen it already.
I never miss.
We didn't get what we wanted, but I think it's still enough, guys. Like, they can go ahead and take whatever, but they're running low on coin, so they can bring it back.
I shall save humankind from what my vision is.
Actually, trees at 4 points, yeah? Damage enemy by the power, yeah. It seems underwhelming. Gord should be decent. Like, I don't think Gord's worse than playing the Enchantress at this point. I think last card's going to be Professor. Which in that case, we should be pretty good. Actually, Marils. Could be Marils. Because they saved just enough coin. Philippa.
No mercy! Novigrad's a real beauty.
We didn't get to see it.
Up and at 'em, you lazy bastards! You'll sleep when you're dead.
And we got Reckless Flurry coming up here next, guys. Right on. I'm excited to try the new game tonight, man. The main weakness is that we have no tall punish and that we get we go pretty tall. And we go tall and we play into wide. It sucks because like a lot of boost points are the weakness. High base power points are fine. Like if Skellige was putting up base bodies at 8 and 10, that's fine. It's just, you know, it's this that's kind of the problem.
Come on, Lady of the Bush.
Please don't kill it. I need it to stick. That's a nice card back. Oh, I have that one. That's from the new reward tree, I think, yeah? It's kind of selling short here. Oh, you're going to use leader. Okay.
Though trees live longer than humans, they need protection from
Their leader is scarier than mine. This looks like my deck with a different stratagem so far. I mean, like, it's pretty standard. Like, I think that they're playing into an Erendite because they're playing aggro. So we got to be careful for that. Like, I'm trying to figure out how I can get enough points to keep them out of the lead without overcommitting.
You'll not touch my wee ones. I'll not let you.
Okay. Yeah, so they might have discard package. It's still pretty similar. Maybe they don't discard. Maybe it's Nero Knickers. I don't know. 20 to 7. I think we're better off just playing it 2-7 and just passing. I don't know if last say is the way we need to go. It's that Erendite round that's going to be scary for me. Like, just getting them too much value for that is, like, bad. Maybe let's see if they could take a tall punish here on the, They're not even up by a lot. That's kind of not good to have. Okay. What if I just,
Wait, yes, you won't let us talk to strangers.
Look, I wasn't gonna do it, but I think it's actually kind of worth it now. Because I have all the payoff cards in hand, so, like, it's a lot of points. And the sooner I jam it, the better it is for me. Base power 5? Maybe they take Journey on that. Here. Keeps me ahead still. Journey on that would actually be such a good play. Yeah.
You must fight for the hills and the woods.
2, 4, 5, 6, 7. Doesn't really matter. I think at this point it just makes more sense to stay ahead, you know?
Hey, listen here. Listen well.
Just revealed he doesn't want to discard. There's got to be something. Ring of Favor at 17. It's kind of... It's not enough to keep you in, though. Of course they hit it twice, and it has Vitality on it. That's fine by me. Like, if you're that worried about the discard, then I gotta see what's going on here. On a boost. Is it Morkin time? I feel it coming. Yes, so yes, buddy. Let's go. Infuse the non-symbiosis unit with symbiosis, or it's probably this because we're playing a special. If they have a heat wave, that's bad. I think I'm gonna play around a heat wave. I'm playing how I hate being played against. Just it is what it is, eh? Now 9, 8, 9, 8, 11. That Ring of Favor is disgusting. It was a curveball. Do I want to take the double last say? I think we do, actually. Ethne is going to pump out a lot of points. Bloodthirst is going to be really hard to come by.
I can do a great deal more for you.
I think that they're playing Compass. I think they have Compass somewhere, but I don't think they pulled it. It's possible, I don't know. Surrender is gone, so they just chucked away provisions, so the hand must be very good. I don't want to say this game's in the bag, but I think we have a pretty good chance. Oh. I deserve this, man. Okay. Seven points. Yeah, I think they're trying to set up for Compass, but they might be short, right? Of course they get everything they need. Do you think they wouldn't have Curse of Corruption, right? Because they're playing literally Sove. I saw one player with Curse of Corruption in a Sove deck. And like now I got this sort of feeling like, you know, anything can happen. It's probably Erendite. Probably Erendite and Heatwave. Maybe they don't have both. It's probably Ring instead of Truffle, right? It's like a lot of points. 50-50 on getting what we actually want. If I pull this, then we get the proc Symbiosis again. It's going to be nasty. I don't know if we can win this. It's just crazy how much slams play for. Actually, okay. I don't want to go too tall, but I want to get some points, you know? I'm not touching that after that. Protector into... It's got to be a Bountiful. Gord obviously like would consistently play for more points if we had like the Sorks or like the Elven Seers or whatever, but I just don't think they're worth it. I think he plays for enough points in the deck to justify the 7 provision, right? Like we're usually getting 13, 14 points. Not always the 15, but sometimes we even get 19, 20. Hey, Flag, what's up? Fukusha? I don't know. Usually in the discard version, they don't have room for Fukusha. I think we win, though. I was worried for a bit, but this hurts. Like, it's really bad. Then they're gonna have a dead Compass. I'm like most certain it's Compass and Erendite. But yeah, the Compass was one off because they didn't take the discard with the Scald, right? And because they played the ring. Oh yeah, Sove Order, damn. Okay. Maybe, actually? That makes sense. That makes sense, because, like, if they gave me the bear, they couldn't kill it. Yes. Let's see that arrow, though. Guys, we're actually doing some pretty good clutching with this deck here. I think this matchup always claps us, though. Movement package, that's scary. Maybe it's just like control and it's not the harmony stuff. If I don't use a leader charge, Milva takes it. If I do use a leader charge, I'm losing points. I think I have to.
Choke the embers. Wind, blow out the flame.
Rainy Sunday morning here. Well, I mean, we're still sitting on Saturday, 6:11 p.m. What do we got here for the weather? It's getting cold inside my house. I could probably turn that fan off that's beside me. 12 degrees outside. Chance of rain. Tomorrow 10. Monday definitely rain.
Can take care of myself.
Arcane Tome. Do we just do it? I might as well take that carryover though, right? Like, why wouldn't I? Build the gourd. We also kind of have to win the round. I don't think we will though. What if we play a special card so it doesn't count as nature if I make these nature? Literally, we got a couple specials we can play. Not a lot. Just the two. I'm risking it all, guys. Because I have Fove, which can go literally and pull whatever we need. And I wouldn't even feel bad about using maybe Council. It might actually be the wave.
best feathers are from hens.
What's worse? Probably the Cowitcher, right? Argument to take out one of these so that they can't bring out the other one with the fin, but maybe they have it in hand anyways. Strange trap. Actually, traps could be... Traps could be the... That's actually a really good comms. Yeah, because, like, why are you rocking something like this weird stuff? Yeah, you never know. And this is like the round winner. Okay. I gotta start actually playing better cards, though, here. Like, we wasted natures, basically. I'll play this. I was thinking Golden Necker for a bit, but then I saw Saskia. It's throwing me off. This one. I just think it's weird how they played Tome just to play like one card. I guess it was just to make sure they get Saskia. I don't think it's Harmony at this point, and I'm kind of glad it's not Harmony, because Harmony's just too strong. Who said it? You guys are right with the traps. We abuse this every time, don't we? You think it's crushing? I actually have to find out. I don't know. I don't actually know. Okay, it's not Serpent. We passed the first one. Yeah, you're good. That was a really good prediction. If it looks like traps and tastes like traps, it's probably traps. I think at that point, if you're going to put this, this, and this, you might as well put Oneromancy.
Only one with no sense would trust the word of a rock.
I tried Collusion before they fixed it, and it was underwhelming. And then I tried it a little bit after they fixed it. It was still kind of underwhelming. The problem with the Collusion deck is the Collusion part of the deck. Unfortunately, I just didn't think it was very good. I think it required a little bit too much setup, and it was kind of awkward. Yeah.